Hey VC, Jeff, back again. Yeah, it was a pretty crazy month or so. um, yeah, just getting my voice back 'cause I had strep throat for like a couple weeks. Um, yeah, I was in Japan and yeah, I was just insanely busy on top of other things, and so yeah, I just haven't been doing updates. So I thought I'd just start my request. I'm just going to show some of the stuff I picked up in Japan. A bit of it I already listened to, and I just didn't shoot a video because I again lost my voice. So let me just show some of that stuff first, and then I'll go through what I picked up in Japan. And maybe tomorrow or so. I got quite the stack of stuff I've been listening to too. So I've been picking up a lot of stuff lately. Probably have to slow down for a while, listen to stuff, and I'm trying to purge. But anyway, let's jump in. In the CD deck right now, I bought the first few of this series. So I got UFO Club. I haven't listened to this yet, but UFO Club. It's a comp from the UFO Club in Tokyo. One of my favorite clubs there. They do a lot of garage and psych kind of stuff. Um, so this is back from the 90s. I picked up the first few. If they're any good, I'll probably pick up the last few of that series. They're just different colors. I'll show some. This one's also in my deck right now. It's a Friction. I was looking for the vinyl for this, but yeah, I just didn't get around to hunting it one down. It's early Japanese punk there. So on the noise side of things, don't know how this is yet, but Government Alpha back with Tube Tentacles, so split CD. Picked this up at a shop specializing in like noise music. Um, so I'm fully expecting to be kind of harsh noise, but or yeah, or whatever. I got a lot of big stack of vinyl, but I got some stuff on top here, so I'm just going to do this first. This is Yoshimi from the Boredoms with Ozumiki Yoshi. I can't even read the writing here. It's kind of Sanskrit thing. Yoshidu, I guess. Live in Temple Inris. Like they've only had 2 releases. This is one of them. Lucked into one of these while I was in Kyoto, or was it Osaka? I think it was Osaka actually. Yeah, found this one number 7 out of 500, I think. So pretty happy to get that. Pretty cool packaging. So then it's kind of going back and forth. I decided to get a legit copy. So Jack's on CD, kind of just got a used copy. Rep, um, reproduces the original artwork. So Japanese Psych. Yeah, so this one I did listen to, really good. That's a 5 all day long. Pretty damn close to a 5, 4.5-ish, I'd say. Jackson, early Japanese Psych. Oops, that one didn't belong in there. What else I got? Yeah, these are ones I listened to. So, T Honda with rhythm section with Sario Watanabe. So Japanese, what do you call it? Soul jazz, I guess. So one of his better albums for sure. Japanese percussionist. Pretty damn good album. Yeah, 4.5 all day long. Yeah, all day. This is his. I don't know if this is his first album. It's one of his very first albums. So I guess the Italians have been reissuing a lot of the stuff. Again, got it from that noise shop I found. So recorded 96, all day. This is all oscillator. Yeah, noise. Not for everybody, but pretty damn good album. 4.5 there, pretty damn solid. Found this while I was digging. This is the later version that has, I'm pretty damn sure that's volume 1 and volume 2 all in one. So it's not a gatefold, but it's 4 sides. So pretty happy to have that again in the collection. Cause I think I had volume 2 at one point, original, and I got rid of it like a dumbass. But yeah, so I found this. It's a US copy, but it's got both volumes on it, so I'm very happy to get that again. One of the better Velvet's albums. Yeah, 4.5 all day long. This is, what's her name? Doji Morita. This is probably a third album, I think. So it would fall into like folk psych, I guess. Um, Pretty sad story on her life, but yeah, pretty damn good album though. Again, like 4.5. That's one of her better albums for sure. Um, this not quite what I was expecting. Found it my favorite record store in Kyoto or whatever. Um, but yeah, it's like $4 with the exchange rate. So it was in the avant-garde section. So I took a chance. Um, so it says something about like traditional Chinese instruments or whatever. So I was kind of expecting traditional Chinese music, but it's actually more like modern, yeah, modern classical, but with Chinese instruments. Pretty bombastic. I was quite happy with this actually. Um, Not on Discogs at all, and there's a lot of Chinese and Japanese. So forget if I know who any of these people are. Um, but it's a pretty damn good album. 4.5 there. Happy with that purchase. I'll have to add that to Discogs later when I'm feeling ambitious. Going to be a lot of copy and paste from Google Lens, I think. This one was somewhat of a blind buy, but I do have some other um, Stomu Yamashita. Very different than the other stuff I have. Other stuff I have is more of like a fusion. This is, it's coming from a jazz perspective, but it's traditional Japanese percussion, I guess, um, coming from with a little bit of a free jazz influence. Um, so it's got Yamashita percussion, and then Suho Tosha on Nokan and Ritsu Tosha on Suzumi. So it's just yeah. So it's kind of like a modern reimagining of Japanese music, I guess is how I would describe it. Pretty damn good too. A 5 all day long. I do need to clean it up because it's a very quiet album, and yeah, it had some dust on it. So I got to run that through the cleaner for sure. Cause, yeah, it's just a little noisier than I would like, but a damn good album. I'm very happy to purchase that. Found a cheap copy of this. Renette Coleman, Golden Circle, Japanese pressing. I don't think it's like a slightly later pressing, but pretty damn good. Haven't got around to, yeah, all this other stuff I haven't quite gotten around to listening to. Some of it I'm familiar with the albums, some not. This one is I got from Time Bomb Records, new old stock. The Makeup with Slant 6, so 2 Washington D.C. bands. It was surprisingly cheap. Yeah, just probably about $450. But I thought this would be harder to get in the States, but I looked it up. It's actually pretty easy to get. So surprise, surprise. Anyway, haven't listened to it, but I'm gonna be excited to hear that because I saw both bands quite a lot back in the day, and I liked both. This one was a Japanese. I think it was only released in Japan, if I'm not mistaken. So it's let's like the lineup. So I gave it a try. John McLaughlin, Dave Holland, Carl Berger, and John Sermon, and Stu Martin. Where Fortune Smiles. Kind of cool artwork too. So kind of a blind buy. I think it was like $10 to $12. Never saw this. I thought I'd take a chance. It's from that period when he was doing Monahis Orchestra. I'm gonna botch that. Yep, happy to find this. Funny thing is, I found other copies right after I found this copy. For probably slightly better price. Interesting, this is a picture disc. I'm not gonna show it now because I got too big of a stack. UFO or Die. Again, Yoshimi and I always mess up his name. Not Yamashita, but Yamazaki. Anyway, no, Yamazaki's the friggin' convenience store. Anyway, yeah, so looking forward to this one. The record store employee was rather enthusiastic about it. who may or may not have been Yoshimi. She had a very strong resemblance, but probably not. Anyway, she was very enthusiastic that I picked that up. Yeah, it's a picture disc inside, but yeah, strangely, I found another copy that was black vinyl later, which was not it's not even in Discog, so I don't know, but the picture disc looks pretty cool. So got this at a pretty cheap price. Sunny Murray, Homage to Africa, so looking forward to that because I don't think I've ever listened to that one. Another cheapo buy, Lester Belly, Great Pretender. I'm hoping this, I think this is usually on ESCM. This is a trio Japanese pressing. I'm hoping this isn't his more 80s sounding stuff, which is pretty crap. If found this with the Obi strip, Archie Shep. Looking forward to that. Yeah, found this. Very happy to find it. High Rise. Hard to find this one. Really good shape. Japanese 80s like psych experimental psychedelic speed freaks is a comp of I guess the singles and rarities or something like that. What's this one? What's it called? Go Akatsu no Akai, I think it's called. I'm botching that, man. My Japanese is getting bad, but so it's kind of a Japanese folk psych. This one's a comp. I was looking for a particular one that was supposed to be quite good. I found this one comp, just bought it. Probably overpaid for this one, but I did find the one I was looking for. Later on, I'll show you that. This one got it pretty damn cheap. Coltrane, Don Cherry, avant-garde, very clean copy. Got a good price on this guy again. White Noise, Electrostorm, US Press. So that shows up in the VC a lot, so don't need to talk about it. This one I got at a pretty damn good price. UK, numbered, Psychic TV, New York Scum. Yeah, I don't know the full story on this one, but yeah, of course, yeah, Genesis P Orange from TG's later project. So it is numbered, so I'm pretty happy to have that one. This was reasonably cheap. The vinyl's really clean. Even if it's a double album gatefold, little beat like the cover, but the vinyl looks really clean. Coltrane with Pharoah Sanders live in Seattle, double disc. That was kind of a blind buy. I'm hoping it's quite good because I'm a big fan of both. This is a bootleg, but you don't run into this very often. So Psych, it shows up in the VC a lot. Got this one at a damn cheap price, so happy to have it. Rotten. They're out of Philly. I want to say I saw them back in the day, but yeah. Not familiar with this exact album, but I know I've run into them before. This is I mess up this name. Hijo Kaiden. This is their first proper album. So it's a reissue. Got it from that Noise Shop. So again, Italian. Came with some stickers and some English and Japanese literature. This one I definitely way overpaid for. I knew I wanted some Mortal Coral, so I picked up this Mortal Coral. Way overpaid for it, but UK original. Oh, this was one of my grails, and I found it. I paid full retail on it, but yeah, with the yen week, it wasn't too bad. Taco by Taco, one of the very first Japanese punk bands. Looking forward to giving this a spin. Very, very clean copy. So it's kind of, yeah, it's in the vein of like Aunt Sally and all that. So a lot of Japanese punk bands, they just knew what punk was. They didn't know what it sounded like. So it came out a lot more avant-garde than their overseas, their overseas compadres or whatever. I've been looking for this one for a while. Radio's now sealed. This is a repress, I guess, from like 5 years ago. The album I think is about 15 to 20 years old. Yeah, so it's some of the guys from Team Generate and yeah, another friend or two of mine played with them. So I've been wanting that. I only had some singles. Probably not the strongest album. I like there's like a demos album. I think it's better, but yeah. Found this really clean copy. I think it's a U.S. press. So pick that up. Probably paid full retail though, because I paid the Japanese import tax. Yeah, I found this like yeah, I lucked out because there was actually a record fair when I was there, so I was able to get some really good deals on stuff because I went right as it opened. Cecil Taylor Innovations. They picked up a couple Cecil Taylors. Probably paid pretty close to retail on this, but it's UK and you don't see these. Certain Ratio first album. I picked up another Tira Masahino. This is from his fusion period, so if you like on the it's like on the corner era Miles, it's in the same vein but better. So I was looking. There's one other one I was looking for, I couldn't find, but that was on my radar. I got it. Another Cecil Taylor, Japanese repress, Nefertiti, different cover. Only Japanese use that cover apparently. This was the one I was trying to find. So Japanese folk psych, got a really good price on it. Yeah, it needs like red balloons or something. Anyway, English, happy to get that. This was somewhat of a blind buy, but the owner played some of it for me. Kentaro Hayashi, particular, UK pressing, I believe. Double album with remixes with John O'Rourke and Merzbow, so noise artist here. Again from the Noise Shop. Roger Turner with Sato Masahiko and Otomo Yoshihide. So Japanese free jazz. This was pretty cool. Hirojiken demo. So the shop owner hooked me up with that. So apparently they made 300 demos. I got one of them. Cool. This one is limited express. So kind of, I guess that's spastic Japanese punky stuff. June Mayuzumi, that's kind of like a Yaya Girl Japanese stuff. This I was looking for the vinyl, but like in the last couple of years, he's gone skyrocketing for some reason. So I just bought a new CD for cheap. Sadistic Mika Band, first album. So experimental, avant-garde, little proggy. And then, yeah, I got a couple more volumes of that UFO Club comps, and I'm gonna mess up this name, but Do I guess is the name. So kind of experimental Japanese beats, I guess. I don't know how you classify that one. But yeah, running long. That's what I picked up in Japan. So yeah, pretty big stack there, and yeah, CDs. So yeah. So as I listen to it, I'll give some reviews and whatever. And I got quite the stack over there too. So if I have time, maybe tomorrow, because I'm off tomorrow, maybe I'll shoot another video of some of the other stuff I've been listening to, because I've been picking up quite a bit of stuff lately. Take care, everyone. Hope you had a great holiday. Happy New Year. I may or may not do some of these tags, but I don't know, man. I'm so busy right now, so it's kind of hard getting stuff out. Take care. I am alive.